When we're first faced with a trauma, oftentimes it is so emotional that we can't talk about it.
I was nervous, scared, anxious. I didn't know what to expect or how the people would react or how they would treat me.
We are set up to see children when they're in time of crisis.
We work primarily with children who have experienced something traumatic. Those traumas could be sexual abuse, physical abuse, children who have been witness to violence, other types of violent acts that children are exposed to.
I used to cry a lot. I used to have nightmares, and actually talking it actually stopped some of the nightmares. And I don't cry no more when I talk about the situation. I can talk freely and comfortable.
The Sunshine House staff has such a gift for addressing those individual needs.
And when you can take a child who refuses to talk about the experience or can't talk about the experience and support them through that over a period of time until they are able to tell you their thoughts and feelings, then that's the goal that we're looking for.
When I have problems, I actually think of what happened, and I'm like, well, that happened. You're strong. You don't have to be scared. You overcame what was tougher. So these problems are just little bumps on the road.
We have a very good team here. We have invested our dollars in getting them good training. They are devoted.
We provide children with coping mechanisms and a toolbox that they can use to be able to talk about those issues.
The Sunshine House is part of a statewide program to upgrade the child care system.
They truly see the human side to all this. I mean, there's emotions, there's shame, there's all sorts of feelings.
It has helped me grow more, actually helped me overcome any other situations. I'm not angry as I used to be.
The emotional healing that takes place during this whole process, we really have seen that over and over again.
The Sunshine House approached these situations with a multidisciplinary approach where all parties involved, the law enforcement, court system, the school system, the families, all individuals who are somehow tied to this case all come together.
The Sunshine House makes a huge difference in affecting justice in our area because it does help immensely with the prosecution of those who have molested or abused children.
We do accompany children to court. We testify on their behalf. As a therapist, I am called into court to help explain emotional reactions, oftentimes, why children are behaving the way they're behaving, what impact the trauma has on a particular child, and to help educate juries about sexual abuse or severe physical abuse.
I see children from about 26 counties because we are a rural children's advocacy center here in South Georgia. Typical month, we might see 15 to 20 children, and then in a year's time, a little over 200. We're not a government organization, so we really depend on our resources. We depend on people that support us, and we have a tremendous support, and that means so much to us.
People need to understand that if they give a donation to the Sunshine House, it's going to have a lasting effect on the life of that child. But then they're going to get long-term treatment, and it's going to help them for the rest of their lives.
Children in counseling with us, in some places they might get 1 or 2 sessions. We keep the child for months if that's what's needed. But at the very end, the child knows that he or she can always return to the Sunshine House.
The Sunshine House means a lot to me. It's helped me throughout the year, 2 years. And it's a very understanding place. Like, they understand you very good.
We want the Sunshine House to be a positive experience for that child so they can always remember that there is hope and there is healing for them.
We want to provide health care and meeting the health care needs of a sexually abused child and have it available to children everywhere, because children deserve that compassionate care. They deserve to be heard.
They are saving young people. who will go on to live happy and productive lives.
The money that comes to the Sunshine House stays right here. It supports our counseling. It supports our medical program. It supports our multidisciplinary team and the benefits of having a children's advocacy center. Your money's local.
But we could not do what we do each and every day were it not for our donors, our very generous donors.
It does help in getting people prosecuted. It helps in getting people convicted when they abuse children.
When you invest financially in this agency, you are providing hope and healing for a child. And to me, that's priceless.
We want the Sunshine House to be a positive experience for that child so they can always remember that there is hope and there is healing for them. There's light in the darkness of child abuse.